Welcome to CSEGuru. In this session, we will discuss the topic circular queue. Already, we have discussed what do you mean by queue data structure and what are all the implementations of queue data structure, that is array implementation and linked list implementation along with C code we have discussed. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss types of queue. In that, we are going to discuss the first type, circular queue. Okay, so there are different variants of queue. One is circular queue, two is D queue, third one priority queue, and fourth one multiple queue. Introduction to circular queue. So what do you mean by linear queue? Linear queue in the sense elements will be stored in sequential memory locations, and here the insertion always happen at the rear end and deletion always happen at the front end. For example, if you are considering this is a linear queue in the sense, the first element in the linear queue will be pointed by front pointer and the last element in the linear queue will be pointed by rear pointer. So if you want to insert in the sense, you have to increment the rear position by 1 and then you can able to place that element. If you want to delete in the sense, the front position, the first element, that is the element pointed by the front pointer will be deleted. How we will implement? Just to increment the front pointer, now front pointer will point here. Automatically this memory location will be freed. Okay, so in this way only insertion and deletion will happen in linear queue. For example, here we have allocated totally 6 memory locations starting from 0 to 5. Totally 6 memory locations. Okay, all the memory locations now it is filled. Elements are placed. Now, if I am deleting the element 10 in the sense, how we will implement the linear queue? Now the new structure will be like this. 10 will be deleted, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60 will be there. Now the front pointer will point to the element 20 and the rear pointer will be at the last element. Okay, this memory location is free. Suppose if I want to delete even 20 also in the sense, the new structure of the linear queue will be like this. So here front pointer will be pointed by 30 and the rear pointer will be pointed by 60. Okay, now here at the front pointer, that is the previous to front pointer position, 2 memory locations are free only. Okay, so what is the drawback of linear queue in the sense? Whatever the size of the array you have allocated, only to that size you can able to utilize. Here we can able to store only 6 elements. Okay, see here only 4 elements is there, 2 elements we have deleted now and this memory location is free only. Suppose if I want to insert element 70 in the sense, whether it is possible? No, it is not possible because rear is equal to here max minus 1 position it has reached. Max minus 1 position it has reached. Suppose if you want to insert one more element 70 in the sense, you need to increment rear position by 1, but that is not possible because here array size is fixed. Whatever the size you have allocated initially, only that maximum size you can able to utilize. Although here in the front pointer position, memory is free. This free memory you cannot able to utilize. That is the drawback of linear queue. Normally array implementation, what is the drawback in the sense? Fixed size array. Whatever the size you have declared, only that size you can able to utilize. During execution, you cannot able to resize the array. That is a common drawback for array implementation. But what is the drawback specifically for linear queue in the sense? Although you have allocated 6 memory location, all the 6 memory locations now it is filled. And even in the front pointer position, 2 elements we have deleted. Here free memory location is there. This free memory location you cannot able to utilize. If you want to increment rear pointer, it will go to next position only. It will not reassume to the starting position in linear queue. That is the main drawback. So how we will overcome this drawback of linear queue in the sense, we can create a circular representation of this linear queue in the sense, if you are incrementing rear position by 1, automatically rear will reassume to the starting pointer. Okay, rear will reassume to the starting pointer. This we can able to implement a queue in a new variant that is called circular queue. So how we will implement circular queue, that we will discuss now. So what is the solution for the drawback of linear queue in the sense? First solution is shift the elements to the left so that the vacant space, whatever we have occupied, can be utilized efficiently. So What it means in the sense, so here there are 6 memory locations. Front pointer point to element 30 and the rear pointer points to element 60. So what is the first solution in the sense? You shift the elements to the left. That is, shift 30 here, 40 here, 50 here, 60 here. Then you will get remaining 2 memory locations will be free. So how it will be in the sense? You have to shift the elements to the previous memory location, freed memory location. 30, 40, 50 and 60 will be there. Now 2 memory locations will be free. So you can able to utilize this free memory locations now. But what is the drawback? It will be a very time consuming task if the queue size is very large. This is an extra work. Okay, extra time consuming work that will reduce the efficiency of program execution. Okay, so shifting the elements to the left in the sense, it is a hectic task. But this solution is possible. Okay, what is the second solution in the sense? Use the circular queue concept. That is, create a circular fashion. That is, the last position should be connected to the first position. Okay, that is called a circular queue. The first index comes right after the last index. For example, if you are considering this as a circular queue in the sense, this is the representation of circular queue. Okay, so this is 0th position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose here the same thing I am implementing here. Element 30 is there, 40 is there, 50 and 60 is there. Now rear is pointing here. Okay, and front is pointing to element 30. Okay, so if it is there like this in the sense, if you want to place new element 70 in the sense, how we can able to implement? Increment rear position by 1. That is, when the rear position is, rear is equal to max minus 1 in the sense, if you are incrementing the rear position in the sense, rear will point to 0th position. Increment the rear position by 1 and place the element. Next, if I want to insert 80 also, increment the rear position by 1 and place the element. This is the advantage of circular queue. Can you able to make out the difference between this linear queue and circular queue? The drawback of linear queue, when you reach the maximum position, you cannot able to reassume to the starting position, although the memory location is free. But this is possible in circular queue. That is the advantage. So the second solution will be the efficient solution for the drawback of linear queue implementation. So what I mean by circular queue? Circular queue is a linear queue that is represented in circular fashion. Okay, that will be represented in circular fashion. Starting memory location is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Likewise, any number of memory size you can able to allocate. Here also the drawback of array implementation is there. Fixed size, that is the drawback here. Here also fixed size drawback is there. Once you have allocated the size, you cannot able to resize it during execution. But what we can overcome here in the sense, the drawback of linear queue, that is, if the front pointer memory location is free in the sense, that we can able to utilize efficiently in circular queue. And here queue array size should be declared first. For example, here 0 to 7 memory location, totally 8 memory locations we have declared first. Then the first location and last location, this is the first location. Okay, this is first location, and the 7 is nothing but the last location. Okay, first location is 0 and last location is max minus 1. Okay, so the first and last location of the queue array will be connected like a circular fashion. It is connected in circular fashion. Okay, like this it will be connected. And first index comes right after the last index. Right after the last index, first index will come. This is the first index. This is the last index. Okay, right after the last index, first index will come. Okay, and free memory space can be utilized efficiently here from the front pointer. Suppose the front pointer is pointing here with element 30. Already element 10 and 20 is there that you have deleted. Okay, 40, 50, 60, 20 and 80 is there. Now rear is pointing here in the sense. What is the advantage? Next, if I want to insert 90, you can able to reassume the rear pointer to 0th memory location and you can place the element here. That is possible. Okay, that is the advantage of circular queue. So here circular queue, the free memory space will be utilized efficiently and the circular queue will be filled only when front is equal to 0 and rear is equal to max minus 1. Okay, so here front is equal to 0 and rear is equal to max minus 1. Both the condition is true only, the circular queue will be full. Okay, all the position in the elements is placed. That case only circular queue will be full. If in the front pointer space, if memory is free in the sense, the circular queue is not full. That is the meaning. Okay, and the circular queue can be implemented similar like linear queue implementation, and the operations whatever we have implemented with linear queue, the same operation NQ, DQ and peak operation, all the operation we can able to implement for circular queue also. Only the difference is the code what we implement. Okay, so this is all about circular queue. Thank you for watching this video.